Yes! Oh my god, it's here. That is orange. Damn you, Wilko. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or hi, hello if you are new here. Today's video I'm feeling very barefaced because I'm going to be testing a whole bunch of makeup from Wilko's, or Wilkinson as it used to be called and I keep calling it. I have picked up a full face of makeup from Wilko's, and all of these products all together came to, I think it was exactly £30. So I've managed to get a full face for £30 from Wilko. So I thought I'd show you me do my makeup from start to finish, which would also show you kind of my techniques for doing my makeup, but also testing out all of these products here which I have in this bag. Lots of different brands that are, a few of them that are like only in Wilko, so you've got like Essence and stuff which is usually found in Wilko. So just to start off, I want to mention that I have like tinted and waxed my eyebrows, so they are like slightly darker than usual, and I also gave myself a lash lift last night, so my lashes look like they've got stuff on them but they haven't. It is just like a lash lift and tint. So let's get into this video. Okay, first up, my hair is really annoying me because I've just, you know, you've just washed your hair and you're like all blow dried and then it's all just like fluffy and in the way, so it feels like that at the minute. I should have curled it. Okay, I'm ready to get some makeup on my face. So I have already moisturised and put my SPF on my skin, but apart from that there is nothing on my skin. So first up, I am going to use this product from Essence. This is their Hello Good Stuff Seeker, I think I'm saying that right, face cream, and it says it's 99% natural and it is soothing and moisturising. It has Centella asiatiaca extract. It says it has no silicons or parabens or microplastics or mineral oils. So it did say online, even though this is described as a face cream, online it did say that it was a primer as well, and it was under the primer section. So I was looking for a primer because obviously I've already done my face cream, so I'm hoping this works well as a primer. Okay, so it's very much like a face cream. It doesn't seem to smell of anything yet, so I'm going to apply this just like all over my skin, see what it feels like. So really it does just feel like quite a like nourishing moisturiser. It feels like it thickens up a little bit, so maybe it will like smooth over the skin, maybe it will fill some pores. It's got a nice glow to it though, and it has a slight scent to it. The only thing for me with thicker creams like this, like my skin is very oily, like by the end of the day I am just an oily mess. So when anything's a bit thick like this, it kind of does make my skin get more oilier quicker. So I'm not sure like this is going to work well on my skin type, but it does feel nice and I quite like it, and I think this was about £3. It hasn't really done anything to my skin as in pore filling. It's kind of just left me with like a glowy, moisturised, plump feeling base. So let's see how the foundation goes on top of this. So the foundation that I've picked up is the Body Collection Long Lasting Foundation. I have seen a few reviews on this. This was kind of like what made me want to do the Wilko full face video, because I have seen a few reviews on this product and everyone seems to really rave about it. It was £5.99, really affordable. It's in a really nice glass bottle as well, so it feels lovely. The shade range, like there wasn't like that many choices. Whether there actually is from the brand, I'm not sure, but on Wilko's it was very limited and there wasn't like much stock left, but I managed to find porcelain, which I think will be okay for me. I'm very fair at the minute. I don't have any fake tan or anything on, so I'm hoping this one works for me. It has a really nice rose gold lid here, and then it has a pump, which I absolutely love. Like anything with a pump I just think is so good. It's just like really hygienic, isn't it, and like really easy to put on. So I've got a brush and I've got a like beauty sponge, so I think I'm just gonna try one side with the brush and one side with the sponge. Most of my foundations I normally just use a brush and then I go over the top with a sponge to like smooth down the brush strokes. But I will just try both on each side just so we can see how it applies. Now it says it's long lasting, high coverage, semi-matte finish, which I do quite like because I want matte because of my oily skin, but a semi-matte gives you like a slight satiny sort of glow so it doesn't look too flat. I think I'm just going to pump it straight onto my skin. Are you coming? Come on. Come on. Okay. Is there any foundation in here? What is... Okay. Oh, I think I felt something. Nope. What is going on? Like, that is taking absolutely ages. Maybe if I shake it. Okay, I'm going to put it on my hand. I'm getting stressed now. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yes. Oh my God, it's here. I actually have 3 pumps on the back of my hand, which is quite a lot. So what I'll do is I'll do the brush on this side and I'll do the sponge on the other side. So I'm just going to dip the brush into that now. The colour looks okay. It's very fair, but hopefully... Whoa. That is very light. I mean, that's quite good actually, because I do sometimes find with like foundations, and that is going to have a lot of coverage, I think. I sometimes find with foundations that their lightest colour is never light enough, and there are people obviously a lot fairer than me, so actually I think this colour will be alright. I can like bronze up and make it match me a little bit more, but like I said, there wasn't much choice. So wow, this is, oh my, I didn't even look, I only just dabbed it into that a little bit, and look at that, I'm literally like painting my face. So, okay, I might have put too much on. I don't tend to wear much foundation these days because I don't like the feeling of the thickness on my skin. But I've definitely put a lot on today. That is some coverage though, isn't it? I think it's because it's so fair for me that it looks like it's a lot more than what it is, because it's a little bit too light for me. Oh my God. My light also will make anything light look lighter, so bear in mind that it doesn't look exactly that bright in like real life. That is some good coverage. I mean, that is before and that is after, and also it's kind of like left a little bit of glow going through it, which I really like, so it's not too flat. So usually a sponge will give a lot lighter coverage, which I do quite like. I think that's why I always just go over with a sponge afterwards, because I quite like that lighter coverage and like to be able to see a little bit of skin through. But even the sponge is covering like so well, but it's definitely lighter coverage than the brush side. Wish I had a little bit more natural light to show you, but you can see this side is not quite as high coverage as this side, but I do really like the coverage of the side. It looks a little bit more natural, so that's quite good. So you can use this foundation like natural coverage, or you can go like full coverage. So I'm just going to blend over this side with the blender as well, because I just like the way that that looks. So I have a little spot on my chin here, so I'm just going to use the tip of the beauty blender and just see if I can build the coverage over that spot. It's sort of covered it, but I think the beauty blender like takes the foundation back off again, so I'm going to use the brush to do that. Yeah, the brush immediately applies a lot more coverage, like it just puts a lot more product on. Okay, so I'm just going to go over this cheek here with the sponge, add a little bit more just to make each side like even coverage. Ignoring the colour, the foundation is so nice, it's so full coverage. I think that's why it looks so blocky, is because it's so full coverage and it's like covered everything on my skin up. Okay, so the next product I have to show you is the Essence Camouflage Healthy Glow Concealer. This one had really good reviews. It says it's waterproof as well. I got mine in shade light neutral. Again, they just didn't have many shades to choose from in this. I think they do, but like it was just online, they didn't have many to choose from. So this actually looks like it's going to be darker than my foundation, so this is probably going to go wrong. It definitely, oh my God, it is darker. Okay, yeah, this is like what the foundation colour I probably should have put on. Anyway, we'll apply it and we'll just see what the coverage is like. It feels really nice. They have this one in a matte version as well, but I did pick mine up in the Healthy Glow version just because I like a little bit more moisture like under my eyes. So I'm just applying a little bit of that, put a little bit here. I'll put a little bit on the chin as well. Like, it feels nice. It feels like really thin when you apply it. So I'm just going to use the tip of my blender to blend that in, see what it looks like. Okay, so it feels really nice on. It's definitely like more of a medium coverage concealer. But if you like a concealer that's going to give you like a nice moisturised under eye, I think you'd really like this one. It does feel nice, and you can just see how like moisturised under my eye looks. Actually, the colour's alright, it's sort of blending in with the foundation. I could really do with that concealer all over my face to make my face right colour, but oh well. I'm just going to use this brush just to buff it into the corner of my eyes there. I always like to do that. That's where I get most darkness, is in there. I'll do a close-up in a sec just to show you what my foundation and concealer is looking like close up. I think with this concealer as well, you would need to like set the under eye because it does feel very moisturized, so if you've got any like fine lines, you probably will need to just set that. So next up I have this Brighten Up banana powder from Essence, which I think I've heard people talk about this before and they've said it's good. So it is in this very kind of like light banana-y shade, which is like designed to kind of brighten up. So I don't normally apply much powder around my eyes anymore, just because I find it like ages me. But I am going to apply it today just because this concealer feels like it needs to be set. I think I'm going to use my sponge with the powder and just pop that under my eye. Let's see if this just... Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, look how like immediately that like smoothed out my under eye. Oh, that is really nice. Look at the difference. So like you can see here like that's quite glowy, and then here it's like completely smooth. Ooh. I like this powder. And then I'm going to put some of this just on the chin as well. And I might come back a bit later and add a little bit more powder if I need it. But I really don't like to apply much. That's why I use the sponge as well, because that just means that you don't apply much powder at all. Okay, next I have this bronze palette from Essence. Now when I was looking at this online, I did think it had like a blush sort of colour inside, but actually when it arrived I realised that there isn't really a blush colour. I thought this one was going to be a bit blushy, but we've got like a warm tone bronzer, a cool toned contour bronzer, and then we have this kind of like highlighty bronzy shade. So I'm going to use them all. I'm going to first of all use this one to contour with. I'm just using kind of like a small fluffy brush for this. This palette feels really nice quality actually. Oh, they're quite powdery. Maybe a little bit too dark. Oh, it's okay. Well, it's very pigmented. It just looks a lot, because I'm so fair, this just looks like a lot of colour on my skin, but actually that is contouring really nicely. It's very smooth. I think this palette is just kind of got two different coloured bronzers in it. Like this is not necessarily a contour shade. It does work for contour, but I don't know if you see what I mean. It's just slightly too orangey. But that's nice, it's worked. So I'm now going to use the Tropical Bronze colour, which is the warm tone bronzer, and I'm just going to bronze up my face and like my neck a little bit. Ooh, whoa, that is orange. Okay, I don't like that one at all. It's very orange. Yeah, this is not the sort of bronzer that I would normally use. Sometimes what I do if I've put too much bronzer, I just go over with my like brush that I applied my foundation with, and I just like blend it all out a little bit. Much better. Okay, so I really like the like sort of cooler toned bronzer here. This one is just too orange for me, but I am very, very fair, so I think different skin tones that would look quite nice on. Okay, so I'm going to apply a little bit of this bronzy shade here, and I'm just going to put it like on my cheeks a very tiny bit, because I think again it's going to be a little bit orange, but this is going to work kind of like a highlighter but also like a glowy bronzer. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, that's really nice. I like that. It's just like a golden kind of highlight, really. Yeah, if you like a golden highlight, you'd like this. Definitely is probably slightly too dark for my skin tone, but for a darker skin tone that would work really nicely. Okay, now I've gone over with the beauty sponge. That does look a lot better. The underneath of like my contour and bronzer is a little bit untidy, so I'm going to go back in with that Brighten Up powder, and I'm just going to run like a line underneath just to really neaten it up. So I'm going to use my sponge to do that. I'm just rubbing it in, and then I'm just going to go basically like that and just line underneath. Okay, so far so good. I think my face is matching my neck a little bit better now, like that bronzer really helped. So I'm just going to brush through with an old spoolie just to take any of the powder off that's like got in my brows. Then for my brows, I'm using this Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara and Filling Fibres. So this is a little bit like the Benefit Gimme Brow. Well, that's what I'm hoping anyway, because I think this was like £2 or £3 or something. So the spoolie on it is like quite big, but hopefully it's still going to work okay. So I'm just going to apply this through the mid-length and tail of my brow. I won't put any at the front because I don't want them to look too dark. It also feels a little bit wetter. I really like the Benefit Gimme Brow because it is kind of like dry and powdery, so it's really easy to do your brows without too much effort. Whereas this, if you weren't careful, you would probably get product kind of like around your brows. So normally what I would do now is use a clear brow gel and just fluff up the front of the brows there. Yeah, that has worked. So for a cheaper alternative, I would definitely recommend this one. It has actually worked. We'll leave that for a bit and we'll just see how it sets and I'll let you know. I didn't tell you what shade. I think I got mine in shade 04 Ashy Brows. Okay, so for my eyeshadow, I'm actually going to go in with this palette again, and I'm just going to use a mixture of the Tropical Bronze and the Downtown Bronze, so the warm and cool tone bronzes, and I'm just going to blend them through my crease. I love using just like bronzers as my eyeshadow. Like, the less products that I can use when I'm doing my makeup, the better. So doing this is something that I do all the time because, yeah, I just too many products sometimes and I just can't be bothered. Okay, that went on the eyes really nicely. Like, it went on really smooth. It works just like an eyeshadow. It's absolutely fine. So I'll just with my finger go into the bronzy shade and just pop a little bit of that just on the eyelid. Ooh, that works really, really nicely as like an eyeshadow, and it goes on really, really nice with the tip of your finger as well. So next up I have this Essence Long Lasting eye pencil in the shade Hot Chocolate, and it says it's 18-hour wear and waterproof. I really like just lining the tops of my eyes with like a brown smudge liner, so I'm really hoping this one smudges. Oh, this is going on nice. Definitely like more of a smudgeable one, which is exactly what I wanted. That was so easy to use. I really, really like that pencil liner. That's definitely going to replace the one that I'm already using because that went on so nicely and I love the colour of it. It's quite a cool tone, dark brown colour. I'm just going to take a brush and pop a little bit of the two bronze shades again and just run those just on my lower lash line. I'm going to take a little bit of that pencil again and just put it in kind of the outer portion of my lower waterline. I think we're there with the eyes and the eyeshadow. So next up is mascara. So for mascara, I actually have two products. So first of all, I picked up the Essence Volume Booster Lash Primer Super Volume with Super Fruits Lash Primer. So this is going to go on first. And then I have the Body Collection Lengthening Mascara. Both of these, I just loved the look of the wands on them. So let's first of all apply the primer. I love the wand on this. I just think it looks really nice. Okay, so let's see how this applies. So remember that I do have the lash lift. Ooh, so definitely makes your lashes go white. Oh my god, I feel like it's really thickening up my eyelashes. My lashes look like all white. Now, am I supposed to wait for this to dry or what? I actually didn't even read how to use it. It just says for maximum volume effect, so I'm just going to apply it on both eyes and then apply the other stuff over the top. But like, it goes on easy. I do like the wand, it's really nice, and it's like picking up every single lash and coating them in this white stuff. Oh my god, look how long they look. What? Why do they look so long? How weird does that look now? Oh yes, let's just leave it like this. So the wand of this one is one of those like plasticky ones, but I do really like the look of this as well. I love how small the bristles are. I really like small bristles because you can like rub it into the root of your lashes and push it up, and they work so nice. So it has one side with slightly longer bristles and then it has a short bristle side, so I'm going to use the longer bristles. Okay, it's definitely a very like lengthening and separating mascara, so I don't know how well that's going to work with the volumizing stuff underneath because they're kind of both doing two different things. Oh, this is working nicely. This mascara is nice. It's very lengthening and separating. Okay, so I'm not 100% sure on the primer, just because I feel like because it's so white, when you put your mascara on top, it almost like makes your mascara look a little bit grey, so it doesn't look as dark, and I do really like a nice dark black mascara. But this mascara here, this is really nice for lengthening and separating out lashes. Look how nice they look. They look really separate and like even. Let's see how this works on the lower lashes because I've got none of that primer on there. So I'm going to use the short bristles for this bit. Okay, it's alright. I don't love it. I still prefer the Essence Volume Stylist Mascara. That one is really good. You can also get that in Wilko. That's my favourite. But if you like lengthening and separating mascaras, you don't want it too thick, you will really like this one. It feels nice, and yeah, it looks good. Looks good. I'm just going to get that powder from under here. Right, so next up is lips. I have a really nice bright lip colour to use. This is the Technic Juicy Stick Lipstick, and it is, what, I don't even know what shade this is called. Oh, hang on. Oh, Berry. It's in shade Berry. So, oh, I love lipsticks. Lipstick's like my favourite thing, I think. I always, no matter what I'm doing, I have something on my lips. So I'm just going to wipe off. Oh no, it's a bit gross, isn't it? I'm literally going to use my hand and just wipe off. I had like a lip balm on. So I've wiped that off, and I'm going to apply this lip. Oh no, it fell out. Oh no, look. It's broken. There's like half of it left in there, and then that bit's broken. Alright, well that's not ideal. I'm just going to shove it back in and try and apply it. Damn you, Wilko. That is bright. It doesn't look the same colour as it does in the packaging. Like, to me, hang on, let me just apply it and start speaking. Lipstick is on, and it is so much brighter than what it actually looks like in the packaging. I really wanted like a berry pink colour, but this is just that bright fluorescent sort of pink, and it's making my teeth look yellow, which, oh my god, I hate that. They look so yellow. That is, I don't recommend that colour. But the actual consistency of this lip crayon feels really nice. It's kind of like a soft satin feel, and it feels like it's going to sort of stain the lips a little bit. So I do like the consistency, but I do not like the colour of this. Let me know what you think about the colour. So I think we are pretty much there with the makeup. I think it looks nice. I think I've got a full face for £30, and it doesn't look bad at all. Like, the skin is like flawless. Like, that foundation is really good. I recommend that. It's probably my favourite thing. I definitely need to get a few more colours so I can mix it up and get my perfect shade. But foundation feels really good. The concealer was very moisturising. It did need setting, but the setting powder, this Brighten Up powder, so good. Like, I don't know if this is my favourite or the foundation. I think both together they work really nicely. Like, my under eye feels so smooth, and I am starting to age now and my under eye is becoming a problem, but this powder is really good. So recommend this one. I think this was like a few pounds. Very good. The bronzer palette, I don't love it. I don't hate it. The colours aren't quite right. I do really like the middle shade here for like eyeshadow. That worked really nicely. They all work nice on the eyes as well. I do like them. But the colour for me is just a little bit orange. So I don't love it. But yeah, I mean, I've got a nice glow from the highlighter in the palette, and it worked really nice. They're really smooth. They applied really nicely. So if you like the colours of this, or you're a bit darker skin tone than me, I think you would really love this. I think this one was only £5 as well. 3 products in there is quite good, isn't it? The eyeliner, love the eyeliner so much. That is definitely coming into my makeup bag. I'm going to be using that every single day. That's really good for like a smudging eyeliner. The mascaras, so that is, I think it's hard to tell because one was a thickening and one was a lengthening. So like, I'm not really sure how well this primer actually worked. So I'm going to play around with the primer. It did feel cool when I put it on. It felt like it was going to work, but it did make them a little bit too white, and like then it changes the colour of the mascara. But if you like long, lengthening, separating mascaras, you will love this one. So yeah, these are definitely, they're both good. A bit like the palette, I don't love them and I don't hate them. Oh, I forgot to say about the primer moisturiser. This is really nice. Like, it's sat really nice on my skin. It hasn't moved the foundation at all. It's got good stuff in it as well, and it's 99% natural, so I can't say anything bad about this one. I'll definitely continue to use this one. And then last up is the lipstick. I just spoke about that. It's broken. Probably a bit poor quality. I don't like the colour. I don't think the colour looks that bad, but like, I just it's too bright. Maybe in the summer this would be nice. So anyway, that is everything on my face from Wilko. I really hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps out my channel. I will link all of these products in the description box below, so if you want to have a look for yourselves, you can. So affordable. Also, I should mention delivery. It was delivered in like 2 days, so it was so quick as well. So really pleased with that, and I'm pleased with how it looks. I think it looks nice. I can definitely go out and I wouldn't worry about like going out. I feel like my makeup looks good, so thumbs up. I think that's a positive video and a good review of Wilko. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.